Hey everyone, Jeff Sard from the Practical Drummer here. I want to show you a 5-note fill. I did a video last time about accenting every 5th, 8th note, okay? So, which gives us 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so forth. You just have to, on a piece of paper, write out 8th notes and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put the next accent. You'll see where it all fits. And it takes 5 measures to resolve back to 1, okay? So I just showed you the first two measures there. But last time I showed you how to groove with it and add it in as accents as you're playing 4/4, 2 and 4 in the bass snare drum, bass drum ostinato, and then trying to fit these accents in. Very interesting. It's pretty fun to practice, and it sounds good when you're playing in a groove and you can bust this out. I want to show you a 5-note fill though, and it's kind of odd, but it's pretty easy to do and it sounds kind of interesting. So again, it takes 5 measures to resolve. I'm just going to show you the first 2 measures in this video in hopes that you can then extrapolate it out and you know, follow it to the end. But so if I'm going to use 16th notes, even though accenting every 5th, 8th note, I'm going to fit the 2 16ths, you know, in where the 8th note is, right? Because it's 2 16ths to every 8th note. So it's going to be a hand-foot pattern using 16th notes, but I'm going to accent every 5th, 8th note, okay, if that makes sense. So it still applies at the 1, the end of 3, the 2, the end of 4, so forth. Apply, right? But now I'm adding 16th notes in just to make it more interesting. So basically the pattern is this. 10 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and 16 notes would be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E. You can see it stops at 3 E. The next accent would be the and of 3, which is right where we should be, right? Because it's 5 8th notes is the same as 10 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? I just counted 8th notes there. 1 and 2 and 3. And then again, we're going to do the same hand-foot pattern. But now it starts in the and, so it starts all over again. That's why it's weird, because now instead of like on the 1 and the 3, it starts in the 1 and then it starts over on the and of 3. So it gives it a weird feeling. So basically, I'm going to play 2 measures of this, and so you can hear it, and then I'm going to break it down. So basically, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it. Now you could, I just did them all on the snare drum there. You could, at the end of 3, the 2, and then the and of 4, switch drums. I'll try that. 2, 3, 4. You know, something like that, to really delineate the accents. But just for now, let's just keep it on the snare. So again, that was 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E, and then 3 E and a 4 E. You'll notice that when I went 1 E and a, now that's on the and, the bass drum. Now it switches. The bass drum now starts on the quarter note, and in this case, it's on 4. 4 E and a, 1 E and a, and then it switches again to the ands, and of 2, and of 3. And then we round it out with 4 E and 1, right? And that last anda is the start of the next polyrhythm, but we're lopping it off just for 2 measures' sake, right? So again, I'm going to do this slow. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, play E and a. So that's the gist. So remember, every time we start it over, it accents that fifth, eighth note, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If we went to the next measure, it would go to the 3, right? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it's 1 and then it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 back to 1. So, you know, as you write this out, and I have it written out right here in front of me, all 5 measures sound very interesting, but it's a long phrase, right? 5 measures of 4/4. It's easy to get lost where you are. So that's why I'm just taking 2 measures and getting it. So I'm going to play this again, just improv a little bit, and go from there. 1, 2. You know, so once you get it in your body, you can start to play it on different drums and just kind of really be free with it, because now you know that you're all the hits are right. Okay, so it is important though to practice this with the quarter note. Okay, to really, and one progression might be just practice playing all the downbeats and the E's with the foot and the ands and the does with your hand. Right? Or vice versa. Right, left, foot, foot. Right? The sure way to just switch it is to add 2 more 16th notes. So in fact, if I'm going 1 E and 2 E and all I want to do to switch it is go 1 E and 2 E. No, now I've switched it where the foot now is on the quarter note, right? So that gets you kind of primed up just to kind of feel how to shift between the foot on the quarter note and the foot on the ands, right? Because every 5th note, it switches, all right? In fact, you're starting on the ands first, and then you go on the downbeat, then go back to the ands, then goes to the downbeat, back to the ands, so forth. So if you write this out, you'll see what I'm talking about. So basically, it's just hand, hand, foot, foot, with sometimes to switch it up, 4 hands in a row makes it go to the the opposite, either a downbeat or an and. Okay, so that's it for now. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's it for now. Take care.